Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event, live from Airsoft Mike's Airsoft Studios. In the blue corner, the 4 times heavyweight Airsoft Desert Eagle champion of the world, Tokyo Marui. And in the red corner, one of the fastest selling Airsoft Desert Eagles in the world, Cybergun KWC.
It's all about the Cybergun. Metal, man. Metal, not plastic.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Okay, so let's get straight to it.
On the left,
We have the Tokyo Marui Desert Eagle .50 AE Chrome Stainless, the hard kick edition. That's what it's got on the box.
on the right,
We have the Cybergun KWC Desert Eagle .50 AE, and both of them, let me tell you this now, both of them look awesome. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the boxes and I'll tell you my opinion of which box looks the best and I'll score a point. Then we're going to get to what actually matters, and that's the actual Airsoft pistols themselves. So let's kick it off with the Tokyo Marui box. So straight away, I've got to tell you, this is one good looking box. Absolutely loving the fact that the box itself is black, and of course, that shows up the beautiful chrome effect finish of the actual pistol right here. Really stands out, looks really nice, very nice and detailed box. Okay, so let's get the box open because it's all about the internals of the box and what you get in the box. The reason why I say it's all about the internals is how well it's been designed, how well it will secure your pistol during transit, which is very important because you wouldn't want it broken on arrival. So let's go through what you get in the box of this Tokyo Marui Desert Eagle. You get your infamous Tokyo Marui style instruction manual, very good. Majority, if not all of it, is in Japanese, but looks good, lots of images, and let me see, there shouldn't be any issues in understanding what you should and shouldn't do with this particular Airsoft pistol. Now, if I can get this out, thank you. Right, so that there is just like a brochure leaflet, as it were. This is the actual manual itself. If I open it up and show it to you, yes, absolutely every single word, apart from 1 or 2, is in Japanese. There are 1 or 2 words in English, but as I said before, lots of diagrams. You just have to look at the diagrams to understand what's going on. Okay, so that's that. What else do we get in the box? You get this little red stopper thing right here. That goes down the barrel, which is good. Another very good shipping solution. Stops anything dropping down inside the barrel. It's also another safety feature, really. Stops any BBs from being fired out of it by accident. But anyway, you get that. You also get, let me see, dry firing pins, I will call these. You put these in the mag so that you can do some dry firing, which is very good because if you're into filmmaking, you don't actually want to have BBs in there, but you still want to have that blowback effect during filming. So you know what, straight away, I'm giving Tokyo Marui 1 point. Okay, so that's that. What else have we got? Right, we have some Tokyo Marui BBs. Now, I tell you what, before I take it out, I actually want to show you how they've actually packaged this. There you go, look, it's got this nice little cardboard cover over the BBs. Let me just get this cover off. Now, if you're wondering why don't I just take my gloves off, well, the reason why I'm keeping these gloves on is because I really don't want to get my fingerprints all over this beautiful chrome effect finish on this Tokyo Marui. Anyway, so I seem to be getting on okay with the gloves anyway. So, and here's your BBs. Now, or should I say 99% of all airsoft guns that come with BBs, you normally throw away the free BBs that you get in the box, but not with Tokyo Marui. They're about one of the few that you would actually keep the BBs. This and G&G. Any BBs you get in the box with a G&G airsoft gun, you keep. Those are quality BBs, and so are the Tokyo Marui ones. So you know what? Another point for Tokyo Marui. Okay, and if I just show you tucked away very neatly at the top and not just loosely thrown in the box, it's actually in there nice and secure, not falling out, is your little unjamming rod right there. You can also use it as a cleaning rod if you put a bit of material on the end and shove it down your barrel. Anyway, so there, that's nice. Nice little extra in there. Okay, so I'm just putting all the little bits and pieces and extras back in the box, but just before I put the lid on, I want to show you this. Tokyo Marui practically always include free targets. How cool is that? You know what? Another point for Tokyo Marui. Now let's move on to the Cybergun KWC box. I have to tell you this now, this looks so cool. A lot of airsoft boxes come very plain and very boring, but so far I'm quite impressed with both Tokyo Marui and this KWC Cybergun box. Now, have a look at it, very nice, very detailed box. You almost don't need the instruction manual, the amount of information that they actually put on the box, on the external. Very nice indeed. So let's get inside. Okay, so what do we get? What do we get? You get your instruction manual, which just like the Tokyo Marui, has many images, but this time it's photographed images, not just drawings. So let me give a point right there for the Cybergun KWC. And another great thing as well, 3 different languages. I believe this is, French, Spanish, and of course, English. So you know what? Another point. Okay, so what else do we get? Okay, you get a speed loader. Very good. Very nice of them to include a speed loader with this gun. So you know what? Another point for the Cybergun KWC Desert Eagle. And let's have a look. What else? Okay, and we get a nice little box of BBs. Now, I'm not too sure about Cybergun BBs. Some people say, nah, throw them away, they're rubbish. I don't know, what's your experience? Maybe you could drop a comment below. But you know what? I'm loving the fact that they do supply you with some free BBs and they come nicely packaged. A lot of manufacturers just have a little bag of BBs like that and chuck it in the box. But with this Cybergun KWC, you get a nice little box for it. Okay, let's get rid of the boxes. And let's get to what's very important, the pistols themselves. Now straight away I will tell you, they look identical in terms of build, okay? They are both based on the real steel Desert Eagle. Now before I go into the different features, and of course later on, as I mentioned, we're going to do a shooting test to see which one is better in terms of accuracy and also in terms of power. Oh, and also in terms of kick, because both of them boast hard kicks. In fact, let me bring the boxes back temporarily just to show you. On the Tokyo Marui box, it says hard kick. And on the Cybergun KWC box, it says strong recoil. But I will give you my opinion on both of those claims during the shooting test. Right, now, before we go through the actual functions of each airsoft pistol, let's go through the externals in how they look. Now straight away I'm going to give Tokyo Marui another point. Now, if you're wondering why did I just do that, the reason being is the trades. If you look at the trades on this pistol, you will see that it says Desert Eagle .50 AE pistol, Israel Military Industries Limited, IMI. Just like the real steel. But wait, let me take that point away. And you're probably wondering, why did I just do that? Well, the main reason being is that on this side of the airsoft pistol, it says Magnum Research Inc., Minneapolis, made in Japan. Now, okay, it is factual that this airsoft pistol was made in Japan, but you wouldn't see that on the real steel. So that takes away the sort of realness or the authenticity of this Tokyo Marui Magnum .50 AE. Other than that, I pretty much like the trades. So let's move on to the trades of this Cybergun / KWC Magnum. So on this Cybergun KWC version, it has Desert Eagle pistol, Magnum Research Inc., Pillager, MN, USA. That is more authentic than what this one says, believe it or not. Now you're probably thinking, hang on a minute.
Isn't the Desert Eagle a gun from Israel?
Well, you're right. Yes, originally that's why you have your Israel Military Industries on this version, or IMI, but on this version it has Desert Eagle pistol, Magnum Research Inc., Pillager, USA. America! Yeah! Sorry.
Oh, I see. So now they're produced by Magnum Research in the USA.
And on the other side of this pistol it says Magnum Research Inc., MPLS, MN, USA. So in terms of which one looks more realistic in terms of trades, initially I was going to say it would be this Cybergun KWC version, but technically this is also correct, apart from the bit where it says made in Japan, which obviously refers to the country where this airsoft model is made. But if we're going to base it on, at first glance, what it says on the pistols in terms of real steel trades, I'm afraid the point is going to go to the Cybergun KWC one. Despite the fact that it's in this white paint thingy there, because on the majority, if not all, of the real steels,
it isn't just painted on.
Okay, so now let's get down to the real controversial topic regarding these two models. I say controversial because everyone knows, or most people know, that more often than not, Tokyo Marui always makes their pistols out of plastic, okay? Or some form of ABS, some form of polymer, okay? The entire thing, with some obvious metal internals, and of course a nice full metal mag, but the actual construction, as in the slide and the lower and the grip, everything there is ABS or some form of plastic or polymer, okay? However, the Cybergun KWC has a metal slide. This entire top piece here is metal. And then you've got your polymer lower. Now, does it mean that metal is always going to be better than plastic? Well, let me tell you this now. I'm going to give a point to the Cybergun KWC purely because of the metal part, or the metal elements of this particular airsoft pistol. Do not be fooled. This is not cheap at all. Well, not cheap in price and not cheap in build. If you look at it, you would be fooled into thinking this is real chrome or real metal. The way it has been finished is of a high quality, a high standard. So you know what? I'm actually going to give Tokyo Marui a point as well, because somehow Tokyo Marui has managed to make an item made out of plastic look like it's made out of metal, and the weight, oh my gosh, the weight of this Tokyo Marui, guess what? It's heavier than this metal one by Cybergun / KWC. How on earth? Well, anyway, we'll get back to that later. But yes, You deserve that point, Toki Marui, because the build of this is absolutely outstanding, despite the fact that it is not metal. Of course, it being a high quality piece, the trigger and the hammer is metal on this Toki Marui. Okay, so let me pick them up. Let's see how they feel. So this is the KWC, licensed by Cybergun one, and it feels good. I'm going to tell you this now. They are big. They're like little hand cannons, these things. They are huge. Okay, so let's see how the fire selector switch feels. Yeah, let's go for that. So on the Toki Marui, I'm just going to move the fire selector switch. Ooh. Very crisp click, listen. Nice. Yeah, and it feels very solid, very neat, not loose at all. So, yeah, I give a point for Toki Marui for the fire selector switch. Okay, let's move on to the Cybergun KWC. Okay, now there's a huge difference here. It's a bit more clunky. Very clunky and almost very hard to actually move to the different positions. Now, I suppose after a period of time that may loosen up a bit, but I will say this, it's not loose, it doesn't feel cheap, it's just very clunky. It hasn't got that nice quality flick or switch that the Toki Marui has. So yeah, feels good, but I'm gonna leave it as that. This one gets the point in this round. Right, so what else? Well, I'm going to go back to the fire selector switch, because if you look on the Toki Marui, you've got just two selections. So you've either got it on safe or fire. But on the Cybergun KWC, you've got safe, semi-auto, and full auto. And you all know, if you know me well, how excited I get about anything that is full auto, okay? So I'm gonna give a point to this Cybergun KWC because it has full auto. Okay, so the next thing we're going to have a look at are the hammers. How do they feel when you pull it back with your thumb? Right, we're gonna start off with the Toki Marui. Okay, it's still on safe. So I'm going to pull the hammer back and also listen. Very satisfying little clack when you pull the hammer back. Very easy to pull back. There's almost no resistance whatsoever when you pull the hammer back. Okay, so I'm going to fire it just to feel what it feels like and how it sounds. Before I do that, let me just drop that mag. There's nothing in the mag. Let me just put the mag there. It's such a beautiful mag. In fact, it's a Toki Marui one, so let's keep it on this side. And, oh, look at that chrome finish. Anyway, so let me just pull the trigger, have a listen to the hammer. Very crisp clack. That's nice. So, let me try out now the Cybergun KWC. Right, so I'm going to pull the hammer back, have a listen. Slightly dull, the sound there. A little bit more resistance when I pull the hammer back, okay? So that actually feels a bit more satisfying. You just know you're pulling the hammer back on this Cybergun KWC. Okay, it's still on safe. Let me drop the mag. And there's the mag. Here we go. Right, a much louder clonk when you fire this Cybergun KWC. Now, straight away you can tell the build quality, I'm going to say this now, like it or hate it, the build quality of the Toki Marui is kind of in the lead at the moment, despite the fact it's not metal. Do you know what? I can't make my mind up which one sounds better. Hold on. Toki Marui. Cybergun KWC. Do you know what? Whatever. There you go. Right, the sights. On both of them, the sights are not metal, okay? Let's just move on. I think this is a good point to go back to the mags, okay? So straight away, I'm going to tell you right now, in terms of looks, The Toku Marui has it all day, every day, baby. Look at it. Beautiful chrome finish, chrome look finish, okay? It's full metal as well. Nice. And that's really what gives this pistol its main weight. It's the mag. It is one heavy piece. And let's get the Cybergun KWC one out. Let's just put the gun back here before I show you the mag. And here's the Cybergun KWC one. Now you can see straight away why the Toku Marui takes the point. Because look, it looks beautiful. It looks more like the real steel mag than this does, purely because, and you know what, I'm not going to be unfair, this is a CO2 airsoft pistol. Whereas this, some say you should only use 144A gas or duster gas. Some say go ahead and use green gas in this. Either way, just for the purpose of this video, green gas, CO2. So obviously the mag systems are going to be different. Now obviously there are further tests that I've got to do with these mags, but I can only do that during the shooting test. So the only other test I'm going to do right now prior to that shooting test is how does it sound when you put it in the gun. It might be very simple or simple-minded to be concerned about something like that, but those of you who do like that noise, you know where I'm coming from, okay? What's the clickety-clackety-ness of the sound when you put it in the gun? Which one sounds better? And again, for the filmmakers out there, this is very important, okay? Which one sounds better? I'm gonna do the Toku Marui first, so listen up. Ready? Okay, let me just do that again. Let's go to the Cybergun KWC. Let's do it again. Okay, so what about the slide? How does it sound when you rack that gun, when you rack that slide? Which one sounds more authentic? Which one sounds more menacing? Okay, let's start with the Toku Marui. Listen up. Oh, did you hear the clickety clack of that? And now I'm going to release it. Oh boy, that sure does sound good. Anyway, let's try the Cybergun KWC. Listen up. Here we go. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. I can see who's going to get the point. I'm going to release it. Listen up. Okay, again. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Listen up. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Now, this is what I'm talking about. This is why Toku Marui, somehow, by some Toku Marui magic, how the hell is a plastic gun gonna sound 10 times more better than a metal one? I'll tell you why. Because Toku Marui is top first class, okay? The frame inside of it, yes, metal components. The outside may be all plasticky, but the internals are quality internals. A lot of metal is being used in the production of this Toku Marui pistol on the inside. Same with this, funny enough. Lots of metal, including the metal slide, the metal upper. Okay, so let me just look at one more aspect regarding the externals of these two pieces. Now, it's going to be the grip, okay? And then after I tell you about that, we'll move on to the shooting test, and to me, that's where the real test begins, okay? Now, the grip. I'll tell you very quickly, the grip on this Toku Marui, which is testimony once again that this is such a quality piece, is a beautiful rubberized texture, whereas the grip on this Cybergun KWC is slightly less rubberized, more of a plastic feel to it. But again, metal man, Metal, all day, every day, metal is more realistic. Okay, so we're gonna start with the Tokyo Marui, and then we're gonna go with the Cybergun KWC, and whichever pistol fires the most BBs without having to refill the gas will be the winner and will take the point. Okay, here we go. And of course, during this test, I'll be feeling how hard the kick is, or the Airsoft recoil. Here we go. Put the mag back in and let's continue. There you go, the mag's out again. Loving the way how the slide locks back once the mag has been emptied. Right, so this is the third mag and I have not filled or refilled it with gas. Okay, I'll tell you at this point now, I can feel that the kick is getting weaker. So that would suggest that the gas is beginning to run out. So let me continue. Oh yeah, listen. Getting a lot weaker now. Ooh, there you go, it just managed to spit out the last BB. And we are out of gas. Let me just see if there's any BBs left in the mag. No, it is empty. Oh yes, look, there's a BB. There's 1 or 2 BBs still left in there. I'd say there's probably about 4 or 5 BBs still in there. And the mag is out of gas. So almost 3 mags worth of BBs before you have to refill it with gas. That's the Tokyo Marui. Okay, let's conduct the same test again, but this time with the Cybergun KWC Desert Eagle. Okay, mag's out. Let's put more BBs in. Now I could fill this up again and put more in, but it's gonna be too fiddly. So let me just put that in and continue with the shooting test. And no, I don't have 2 mags, so I didn't secretly put another mag in. This is the same mag, trust me. Here we go. Okay, let's put more BBs in. Oh dear. Okay, now I'm just going to keep clicking. There's no more BBs coming out, but what can you see? Or indeed, what can you hear? It's a lot weaker. The BBs are finished. The slide is not locking back, so that tells me we're out of gas. We're out of CO2. And now for the accuracy test. And there you have it. This is the Tokyo Marui .50 AE Desert Eagle. And the results, I would say, are pretty decent. Pretty decent indeed. Let's move on to the Cybergun KWC. From the same distance, same weight BB, and let's see what we get. Do you know what? Not bad at all. Let's compare the two. On the left, you got your Tokyo Marui target, and on the right, you got your Cybergun KWC target. Now, as you can see, as far as groupings are concerned, the Tokyo Marui gets the first point. Because as you can see, look, all the shots are from the 3 circle right in to the 5 circle, not too far from the number 6 bullseye, okay? So as far as groupings are concerned, fantastic. And the distance between the 2 furthest shots, I would say, that'll be these 2 right there. I'd say that's no less than, oh, what, 2.5 inches? Something like that, anyway. But the groupings, very good on the Tokyo Marui. The Cybergun, the shots were a little bit more all over the place, however, managed to get closer to the target than the Tokyo Marui. I believe that one right there, or even there, look, very close to the bullseye. But look at all the shots that went like that, almost forming a perfect line. So you've got some pretty decent groupings there as well, but more of a spread overall. Okay, which one has the hardest kick? Let's talk about the kick, baby. Let's talk about the KWC and then the Tokyo Marui. Sorry about that. Anyway, here we go. Which one has the hardest or the best recoil or kick? So, let's first go with the KWC. Okay, let's just do 3 more. So we're going to do 4 in total, and then I will be able to judge. Quite a hard kick. Okay, Tokyo Marui. Do you know what? There really isn't much between them. But if I had to go by the single shot method, I would just, and I mean just, give it to Tokyo Marui. But wait, it doesn't end there, because allegedly this Cybergun KWC goes full auto. Flipping heck! You have got to love this. Full auto Desert Eagle in your hand is like having a little cannon or a minigun in your hand. Oh my gosh, the kick on that was awesome. My wrist was all over the place. Talk about spray and pray. Do you know what? 2 extra points for the Cybergun KWC for the kick. Nice. Okay, so let's put these Airsoft Desert Eagles through the chronograph, and we're going to kick it off with the Tokyo Marui. And there you go. I would say that was giving us an average of about 340 FPS. That's the Tokyo Marui Desert Eagle. Nice. Okay, now it's the turn of the Cybergun KWC Desert Eagle. And there you go, that was the Cybergun KWC Desert Eagle. Now, as you saw there, we were even getting right up to near to the 350s, I believe. But I would average that out again, just over 340 FPS. But I must stress, 1 or 2 of those shots were shooting higher than 340, which technically makes this slightly more powerful than the Tokyo Marui, but in the grand scheme of things, there's not much between them when you use green gas in this Tokyo Marui, and of course you have CO2 in this Cybergun KWC. Now technically, that should be the end of the chrono test, but we all know what this bad boy can do, what it's capable of, so come on, let's do it. Let's put it on full auto, and let's see what readings we get here now. Now, this has a very hard kick. I will do my best to hold it steady so that all shots go through the chrono. Flipping heck! That was ridiculous. That was almost impossible to hold it steady to get all the shots through there. I'm sure 1 or 2 bounced off the chrono machine, I don't know. But anyway, as you can see there, this gun was shooting at about 13.5 rounds per second. Nice. Look! Teeny weeny little Desert Eagle as carried by John Matrix, the action figure from the Commando movie. Yeah, get to the chopper! No, wrong movie. I believe that quote was from Predator, I think, and maybe even Terminator. But anyway, from the Commando movie, if it's good enough for him, then this Desert Eagle is good enough for me in Airsoft. But which one?
As far as my findings are concerned, I would say Tokyo Marui. But it's your choice, so you decide.